Nishimoto of Japan up against Lakshya Sen of India. Now, this match from the top half of the draw, and right at the top of the draw is the number 4 seed, Anders Antonsen, who was beaten finalist here in 2019. So this one match down from the top match, also in this section, is the reigning world champion, San of Thailand. So Kenta Nishimoto presumably likes playing here in this arena, because it was here that he won his bronze medal at the Asian Games back in 2018. Lost to Jonathan Christie, who went on to take the gold medal. But here is a man who also knows an awful lot about medals, Lakshya Sen, because he won gold at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham 2 years ago. Also a bronze medalist at the World Championships in Huelva in 2021. So this, to me, is a very intriguing matchup between these two players. I can tell you that this will be a 4th meeting between the two, and of the previous 3, Lakshya Sen has won 2 of them, including the last, which was the semi-final of the Canadian Open last year. Incidentally, Lakshya Sen went on to win that Canadian Open. So, Jeff, quickly tell me who won the toss of the coin there and who chose what?
So Nishimoto won the toss and he chose to choose the end that is closest to the side where we're looking down from, Jill.
Yeah, during the rallies we all look down from the end that Nishimoto has chosen. 29 years of age from Mia. 180 equates to about 5'11", and he was a quarter-finalist at the Indonesian Open back in 2021, but that's when the event was staged in Bali. It's his 7th consecutive appearance here, and look who he beat in the first round. Last year's beaten finalist, number 7 seed and Olympic bronze medalist, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. 21-8 in the deciding game. There was sort of a stunned silence from the home fans as that final game unfolded. Lakshya Sen is 22 years of age, so easily the younger of the two. 179 is about 5'10". Currently 14 on the world ranking, did spend 3 weeks across 2 different spells at number 6 on the world ranking. And he is making his 4th consecutive appearance at this event. So he beat Kanta Suniyama of Japan in the very first round. And for Lakshya Sen, well, he hasn't reached a final so far this year. His best has been 2 semi-finals, the French Open and the All England. For Kenta Nishimoto, he was actually in his first quarter-final last week in Singapore. I thought it was a welcome return to form, Jeff, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely. We haven't seen him with that form for a little while, and he lost a close match to Chen. So let's see what we can do here.
Yes, he beat Pranoy, the seeded player in his section of the draw last week in Singapore. So as you've just seen, our court officials from this one, umpire Lailia from Indonesia, and Susian Feng of China is the service judge. I mentioned that he beat Pranoy last week. Pranoy's struggling. Pranoy lost first round this week to Priyanshu Rajawat, his teammate. But we know that Pranoy has not been well recently, and I think that has had an effect on his play, understandably had an effect.
Ladies and gentlemen, On my right, Lakshya Sen, India. And on my left, Kenta Nishimoto, Japan. Kenta Nishimoto to serve, love all, play.
So Kenta Nishimoto of Japan nearest to us in this second round match against Lakshya Sen. Right into the corner. What do you think is going to be the key for this match, Jeff?
1 love.
I think for Nishimoto, if we speak from his perspective, the key will be trying to get through the Lakshya Sen defense. Whenever I watch Lakshya Sen play and he's playing well, he's not only a defensive player by any means, he's got a really good attack as well. But what I find is players like Nishimoto who like to add speed and attack, if they can't penetrate his defense, then it becomes a really, really hard task to beat Lakshya Sen.
Yeah, and then becomes a real physical battle, doesn't it? That's nice, that's found the back line.
3 love.
I know you weren't calling Nishimoto's match against Ginting, but did you manage to see any of it?
I didn't see much of it, to be honest. I just saw the highlights of it. So probably not the full picture.
Yeah, because I was astonished. You know, obviously Nishimoto came back in the second game, and we thought the ends were going to have a significant impact. But the way that Nishimoto just ran away with that deciding game, I just didn't understand how it was happening in a way. You've got to give huge credit to Nishimoto, but given the fact that I suspect for the first time ever in the 42 editions, this is the 42nd edition of the Indonesia Open, I think probably for the first time there's been no home player in the men's singles discipline in the second round. I think they must be in hard training or something for the Olympics, or something's wrong.
Yeah, it's strange. So we've got Jonathan Christie, Anthony Ginting, which this year have created great results. It's not like they haven't been playing well. All England semi-finalist finalist and winner. So look, when you look at the grand scheme of things in terms of the tournaments this year, Jill, you have to choose which ones you want to peak for. And I do think the Indonesians, although they want to play as well as they can in all the lead-up competitions, it's really important that they peak for the right events. And of course, the Olympic Games is where they want to be playing their best badminton for the entire year.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Service over, 3-5.
Oh, my goodness. What happened there?
Over.
Did it bounce off the strings of his racket?
Yeah, Nishimoto put his racket up to block the shot, but it went into the net. So Sen winning that point.
Yeah. Difficult to play accurately to the net when you're that far back and taking it so low. Well, this is a perfect example of what you were talking about earlier, Jeff. super. He found no, as though he was trying to command the rallies, Nishimoto. He just wasn't getting a weak reply.
And that's the thing with Lakshya, when he's on, he can just play this continuous game. He can run all day, basically. But what's really interesting to see is that when Nishimoto is playing down, Lakshya Sen's actually kind of playing into the court, so he's not trying to play the tight net shot straight away. And that's just an easy rally for him. It's low risk, he can keep the rally going, and he makes Nishimoto play that tight shot himself, which then he can either play a net shot or a lift off. So he's kind of making Nishimoto create the play and potentially drawing him into error.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's utterly brilliant. To control that, I know it was a hard smash, but there's a bit of drift, and we've seen an awful lot of players hit wide of that line because of the drift. Well, that'll be 4 straight points.
4-9.
Nice angle.
And that's where Lakshya Sen's so dangerous. We always talk about him being maybe a rally player or someone who's really consistent, but he has got extremely explosive power when he needs it, and he wants to use it as well.
Like
and
that.
there again.
Just on cue.
Kenta Nishimoto challenges ball in.
Oh, well, there's a challenge. I didn't realise there was a challenge. I was about to say we're at the mid-game interval. Challenge, obviously, from Nishimoto. So what does the instant review say? Well, it says it was on the doubles court.
Oh.
How's that
It's
out?
out.
That's plumb on the line.
What?
That's plumb on the line.
Yes.
Well, we need...
Yeah, I know it's correction. Right? Yeah, but you smash.
Here we...
Yeah, it's out. The line is called, and he.
Well, the line judge...
I know
yes.
it's out, right?
Yeah, I don't think the umpire has realised they did the animation
No,
on the
it's
wrong
out.
line. But we have seen
the
the new animation, and the new animation
Why?
confirms
What
that it was
for?
just wide of the singles court. Lakshya
No,
doesn't realise
I saw
that.
it's out also. So they are.
I do wish we could hear this. Yeah, we're calling the tournament referee, or one of the tournament referees, Juan from Hong Kong, China.
It's out. Yeah, it's on the line. So. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah, but it's on the outside. The on the double line, so it's out, right? Yeah. So it's out. So it's correction out.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's the RR is out, and I saw it's out too.
Amorul Lailia of Indonesia, our umpire.
No, it's on the outside, so it's out.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was nowhere near the doubles sideline.
So
the shot.
Yeah, it's out. I saw it's out.
Well, I'm desperately disappointed we can't hear this.
No, Lakshya, I saw it's out. So if you see on the screen, it is on the line.
Well, we've now got the head tournament referee approaching, Pinchel Stoyanov from Bulgaria.
Okay. Wait.
Because the animation showed the shuttle landing plumb on the line, but it was the doubles line, which of course is out for singles. I suspect the tournament referee is talking to Hawkeye now. And, I mean, this is very unfortunate. I mean, we all make mistakes, but technology is not supposed to make mistakes, is it? The rest of us are human. So it's not the mid-game interval yet. The tournament referee, I'm pretty certain, is talking to Hawkeye. Whether the first animation we saw, which was it plumb on the line, but they did the animation on the wrong line, in which case the shuttle is in, or the second animation, we actually saw the shuttle just wide of the singles court. This is tough for the players, isn't it, Jeff?
The reality.
Yeah, especially because Lakshya Sen thinks, I think he's quite confident that it's hit the line. And he's obviously played an excellent point and an excellent shot. And he's heading into the mid-game interval like he's ahead, but all of a sudden, Nishimoto has the shuttle and he's just got to wait and see.
Yeah.
I know the screen can, the graphic can be wrong. Yeah, but I saw it's out.
Well, I think...
I know, yes.
The umpire is only allowed to overrule.
They try to fix it.
If
they try to fix it.
They try to fix it.
It is out, okay? Yeah.
Well.
Yes, thank you. Correction out. Service
I think
over.
when it's as close as that,
5,
if the second
10,
animation we saw,
Lakshya,
which was that it was out by a whisker on the singles court, I'm not sure the
5, 10,
umpire is in a position to say that she saw it was out, but you know, maybe she did. Crikey, I wouldn't want to be in the umpire's chair, I know that. Having to make these split-second decisions. Well, there's a challenge here from
Lakshya Sen challenges called in.
Lakshya Sen. I'm not sure what the protocol is actually, Jeff. Once the instant review system has made a decision and they show the shuttle landing out of the side of the singles court, are they allowed to have another go and say, actually that was wrong, we'll have another go and show something else? I don't know the protocols. Here we go, that's clearly in, that's caught the line.
Challenge unsuccessful. One
I
challenge
don't think
remaining.
we probably have rules for
6,
that, do we? Or
10,
protocols for when that
play.
happens?
Yeah, not that I know of, Jill, and I'm glad that it doesn't happen often enough that we know, because it's a really tricky situation to be in.
Service
Absolutely.
over. 11,
Well, what we know for
6
certain is
in the
that
ball.
Lakshya Sen has a 5-point advantage as we go to the mid-game interval of this opening game.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. 11-6.
So 11-6, the advantage for Lakshya Sen. And that's just long over that line. I have to say, I mean, Lakshya did actually stay remarkably calm, considering that, you know, well, what happened in the situation.
Yeah, I was actually quite, yeah, it's really good how calm he stayed. Even the coaches as well, they just sat in the chair. Sometimes we might find that both the player and the coaches get a little bit more worked up with something like that happening, but
nice, very nice.
13-7.
But I do really like the way that Lakshya's just gone about his business. He's back on, he's back concentrating, and it's not easy to do, especially when you thought you won the point.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, that's almost a mirror image of that rally a moment ago where the final shot tried to be pushed down the forehand side and the player intercepting and hitting straight at the opponents. This man always looks tired, doesn't he? His whole posture and demeanour is that, you know, here we are in the opening game. We're only just past the mid-game interval and he already looks as if he's very fatigued. But he's not. He'll keep on running. Nice. Lovely.
And that explosive footwork from Lakshya Sen here, you can see him kind of just waiting. He's waiting for this opportunity, and as soon as it comes, bang, he goes. And that lift quality from Nishimoto is just not good enough as well, so it made it easier for Lakshya. But that's the danger of playing too slowly against Lakshya Sen.
16-8.
Well, that was badly deflected by the net cord.
17-8.
Made it difficult to time the defensive shot.
It looked like it actually went a little bit wider. So when it hit the net cord, it actually made it a better shot.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with you. Really wasn't on balance. That was probably the issue there, I suspect. Oh,
He's got it
goodness.
back.
Yeah. And it's finished to the rally from
Service
Nishimoto.
over. 9-18.
I think he surprised himself a little bit earlier in that rally that actually got that shot back. He stopped completely.
That to me just
Service
looks like
over.
a casual shot.
19-9.
No effort to explode with the movement back and play the round the head shot. Maybe he thinks he's so far behind, it isn't worth the effort, and that he'd start anew for the second. That's another net cord deflecting the shuttle. Start anew for the second
20,
game. But
game point 9.
who knows what he's thinking? It's game point opportunities. 11 of them to be precise for Lakshya Sen.
Game.
First time of asking, and a very, very convincing
First game
opening
won
game.
by Lakshya
21-9
Sen. 21-9.
in favour of the Commonwealth Games gold medalist. Opening game in just over 21 minutes. At least 2 of that was probably in the discussion about the Hawkeye decision. There we are, confirmation of that scoreline.
Not giving him the rhythm is very, very good. And good variation. You keep concentrating on the forehand side. So that is a wonderful. Unless then you have to hit hard body or forehand. Everything else you're playing perfectly.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Players on court. Second game, love all, play.
So the umpire calling for the second game to get underway. Lakshya Sen, India, nearest to us, having taken the opening game against Nishimoto, 21-9. Well, I know
love.
you can speak Cantonese, obviously very good English, and Bahasa, you understand Bahasa a little bit. What's your Japanese like?
Not good at all.
So you're not going to give us a translation of what Yosuke Nakanishi said?
No idea. Well, seeing as we don't have a clue what he was advising this man, Nishimoto, I mean, obviously, he's got to change something up. He can't play the way he played in the opening game. He's going to lose. So what should he try and do? I think it's really tricky because I feel like Lakshya Sen is, Nishimoto being his opponent, Lakshya Sen thrives against this kind of opponent who can attack, but doesn't have like a brutal smasher
3
attack like an
love.
Axelsen, like a Lizzie Jia. So he can defend as much as he wants to. So I think it's hard to coach this, to be honest, for Nishimoto. But I think he needs to go for it. He can't leave anything out there. He can't just play passively. Lakshya Sen will just play all day with him. So he's got to take his chances, attack where he can. And even though it might take him more attacks, just like this, it might take him 3, 4, 5 attacks instead of an Axelsen doing a 1 or 2 attacks,
1-3.
then he just has to work really hard to get every point.
Yeah, and like that. You're absolutely right. I'm with you, Jeff. I'm absolutely with you. I
3.
think, even though it's hard work, he has to
Return
be
the
more
shuttle.
attacking. Yeah, I think he's thinking the same as us. Yeah, well done. Very well done.
3 all.
Well, you know, for a long time, I always wondered whether Nishimoto was destined to be the nearly man of world badminton. You know, we've mentioned the bronze medal that he won in this very arena in the Asian Games in 2018. But he finally won his first ever title when contesting his 7th final. He'd been so close so often. That's a beauty. That is an absolute beauty.
4-3. Play.
Well taken. More
5,
aggressive at the front
3.
of the court, another something for Nishimoto to focus on, do you think?
Yeah, definitely, Jill. At the start of the first game, we did talk about the importance of taking the net control. And it's amazing how quickly things can swing in your momentum when you are the dictator, you are initiating the attack yourself, not waiting for it to come to you.
No, that's a pity from a Nishimoto perspective.
Service over. 4,
Beautifully early
5.
on that.
Quick towel.
Vimal Kumar, the furthest of the two coaches, and the man nearest to us is Lakshya Sen's father. Yeah, well played.
Service over. 6-4. Thank you. Service over.
I sometimes think the
5,
body smash,
6.
of course we see it in doubles all the time, but I sometimes think it's underused in singles.
I think it depends on how well you use it. So if they're a little bit too ready for it, if using it too often, it can put you in a pretty bad position. But it can also lock them up and give you a weak reply to the net. I feel it's coming a little bit more in women's singles now. We used to see it mainly in men's singles, but I'm starting to see it more in the women's singles discipline.
That's a good point. We are.
6.
So really, what you're saying is that a player has to have exploited the smashes, the angled smashes, either straight down the line or cross court from either wing, before that body smash becomes effective.
I think so, yes, definitely. And I think that the body smash, quite often when the players use it, it's more kind of when they're intercepting the shuttle, not usually just a high jump smash. Oh, Nishimoto just did it then.
That's fine, the back line. Yeah, the more I'm watching today,
7,
Jeff,
6.
the more I think that Nishimoto at the moment is hitting against the drift.
Yeah, I'd agree, Jill.
Yeah, and that, I think, confirms it in my own mind. That's
8,
gone long at the right
6.
line.
Line judge. It's out.
Yeah, it was clearly out.
Service
Well
over.
done, umpire.
7, 8. Line judge, please. Play.
Well, he's challenging that. Is Lakshya Sen.
Ball in.
Okay, I'm going to say it's in, and I'll put my Earl Grey tea on that against your iced coffee.
But I also want to say it's in. But I have to go the other way then.
No, okay, we'll wait for our drinks, our later drinks, for another one where we disagree on it. We're going to look a bit stupid if we're both wrong, aren't we? Here we go. What does the instant review say? Oh no! You could have had a nice coffee there.
Correction out. 8.
Well, that's
all.
amazing.
Play.
Oh, that one's called wide.
Kenta
It's the
Nishimoto
same line judge.
challenges called
And this
out.
time it is Nishimoto that wants to challenge. It was called out. Any feelings? I'll let you choose first this time.
I'm going to call out there, Jill. Do you?
Okay, okay. I'll say in. Oh no! His
Challenge
smile's out.
unsuccessful. 1 talent remaining.
Okay. A nice
9.
latte,
8.
I think you have, isn't it?
Usually just a straight black, Jill. I'm just.
Okay. It'll be ordered for you later.
Play.
So into the lead. First time. I beg your pardon. Of course,
10,
he
8.
was 3-love up, wasn't he, in this second game? Nice defense. but that's extraordinary defence, and he goes to the mid-game
11-8
interval
in
with
the
a
ball.
3-point advantage. But that's the sort of body attack that I think is so effective. Just Lakshya Sen, just too fast and too competent within that rally. And 11-8 in the second game, having already won the first.
For 1, 20 seconds. For 1, 20 seconds. Players on board.
Well, just before the mid-game interval,
11-8.
it was a run of 5
Play.
straight points in favour of Lakshya Sen. First thing that Nishimoto has got to do is stop this run. But he can't do it.
12-8.
I'm interested, Jeff, with your coaching role on. You know, when a player's just lost 5 straight points to go to the mid-game interval, they've already lost the opening game. Do you like to focus on something tactical for them to focus on, or do you, is it more about the psychology of this isn't over yet, keep your head up, you've had a run in the past in this match?
I think it really depends on why they've lost those points, Jill. So if it was more unforced errors, or you can just see that they're not comfortable out there, it would be more about, hey, let's play free, we've got nothing to lose, let's put it all out there, more of an encouraging kind of coaching. But if they're if they're doing well, if they're actually in the rallies, they're playing well, and there is a tactical element that might help, then it'll be more the tactics.
Yeah.
Correction. Out.
So
13-8.
the challenges are coming thick and fast at the moment. Yeah, I find that fascinating. That's a beauty.
Service over. 9-13.
Well, the run of points is stopped at 7, but I can't help but wonder whether that's the decisive passage of play in this match. Nice.
Ball.
Yeah.
10-13.
Yeah, really good positive play by Nishimoto here. Good attack and follow up, taking that so early. And then staying at the net. When Lakshya Sen is that low down, it is hard to lift it from so low.
Yeah.
Court attendant, wipe the court, please.
Well, Nishimoto asked for the court to be mocked. That gives both players the opportunity to have a quick towel down.
Thank you.
Just 2 points in it now.
11-13. Play.
Well taken. Interesting in the
Service over.
early part of that rally,
11.
Jeff, every single block from Lakshya Sen was back towards the centre of the court.
Yeah, just the conservative. He's lost a few points in a row. He does not want Nishimoto to have an easy point gifted to him. He's going to make him work for every single point. So really smart play, conservative play, but then taking the chance when he needed to at the end to finish off the point.
Here's another block back to the middle.
15.
Presumably,
11.
if you block back to the middle, not only is it cutting down, you know, there's virtually, apart from hitting in the net, you're not going to make an error with it because it's nowhere near the sidelines. But it also cuts down the options of angles from his opponents. There's another one. Block, back
16,
to the middle, and nowhere
11.
near the net. It's going quite far past the net.
Yeah, and that just means that Nishimoto has to, if he wants to hit to the rear court, he has to kind of hit through Lakshya Sen's position in the middle of the court, which makes it easier for him to intercept, to add that explosive speed we know we have. Just like that one here, where he can add the speed from the kind of
17,
from his base
11.
and finish the point off like that.
Hold. Service over. 12.
Not good anticipation
17.
by Nishimoto, but also I think the lift there from
Change.
Lakshya Sen, too flat and not deep enough.
Yeah, definitely agree, Jill. But when we talk about smashing towards the body, I think that one's a really effective one because the easiest and quickest option is down the line. And so Lakshya Sen's probably waiting a little bit down the line and it comes into the body, really jams him up.
That's gone, oh, I was going to say that's gone wide, and then when it landed, I had second thoughts
13,
about it.
17.
But no argument from Lakshya Sen. You're nodding your head, Jeff. You thought it was definitely wide.
Yeah, I did. And we go back to the example of why Lakshya Sen keeps playing to the middle. That one he didn't, and he made the error out the sideline.
Yeah, good point. Oh, that's a lovely defensive shot. Yeah, weathered the storm, Nishimoto.
14, 17. Court attendant. Court attendant. Wipe the court, please. Court attendant. Thank you. Players back on court.
So a new shuttle required.
14,
3
17.
straight points. And only 3 points in it.
Play.
Nice.
Service over. 18, 14. Service over.
Question
15,
mark in my mind is
18.
whether Nishimoto has got the physicality, the stamina to play that sort of style that got him off to a good start and playing well in this second game. That attacking style you were talking about. The time is running out for him, Nishimoto.
Service over.
Oh, look at that body language.
19-15.
Oh, that's just careless.
20,
That
match point,
careless
15.
shots means that there are 5 match point opportunities for Lakshya Sen to get through to the quarter-final.
Game.
That was a very efficient work today by the Indian player. 21-9, 21-15 against Kenta Nishimoto. 45 minutes for the victory.
Match won by Lakshya Sen, 21-9, 21-15.
I like the fact there's no big celebration at the end of the rally either. I'm only in the quarterfinal, he says to himself, still lots of hard work to do. That's a super shot to finish it, wasn't it? Swayed the body one way and hit the shuttle the other. So confirmation of that scoreline, 21-9, 21-15 in a match lasting 45 minutes. The fans here in Istora Senayan absolutely love their badminton. They're very knowledgeable about badminton too. We love coming here to this iconic venue. So next up we have men's doubles, and it's the winners from last week. It is He Ju-ting and Ren Xian-yu up against Li Chun-hui and Yang Po-xuan of Chinese Taipei. It's actually a repeat of the German Open final from earlier this year. Well, this is from the top half of the draw, and Man and T have come through, and the big shock is that the former world champions Aaron Cha and So Yi have been beaten by Lu Qingyao and Yang Po-han of Chinese Taipei. Look at all those flags representing Chinese Taipei. Chinese Taipei players are doing exceptionally well in world terms at the moment. So here are the winners from last week at the Singapore Open. Beat Alfian and Ardianto in the final.
And the opponent, please welcome Li Ji-hui and Yang